It begins in the borderlands, a dusty, haunted place where gunfire and silence coexist. A soldier, head wrapped in bloodied bandages, stumbles toward a crumbling bridge overtaken by rebels. He's disoriented, wounded, and nameless. But when danger strikes and villagers scream for help, he doesn't hesitate. He charges into battle, bare-handed, and saves them all. He collapses from his wounds, but his spirit burns through the fog. He doesn't remember his name, but destiny hasn't forgotten him. Years pass. We cut to Mumbai. A metro train glides peacefully across the city skyline. Inside, ordinary people go about their day. Then the train jerks, lights flicker, panic sets in. A hijacking is underway. A group of women, masked and armed, take control of the train. But they're not the main event. That would be him, Azad, calm, commanding, composed. He addresses the government through a video feed. His demand, not ransom, not escape. Justice. He wants 40,000 crore rupees transferred immediately. Not for himself, but to clear the debt of thousands of farmers drowning under corrupt loan schemes. The government is stunned. So is the public. Some are furious, but many are inspired. Enter Narmada Rai, a highly trained NSG officer. She's sharp, no nonsense, and absolutely determined to resolve this without casualties. She leads the negotiation, slowly realizing she's dealing with someone far more calculated than a typical hijacker. Azad gives her 30 minutes, but by the time she closes in, the money's gone, transferred. The farmer's debts are erased. Azad and his crew vanish.
Guys.
Who is this man? We meet him again at the women's prison where he works as a jailer. Quiet, almost saint-like, adored by the inmates. But this is no ordinary prison. It's a training ground. His closest team? The same women who pulled off the hijacking. They're not criminal. They're survivors, victims of a broken system, and now soldiers in Azad's mission. Lakshmi, who lost everything to a corrupt medical racket. Kalki, a hacker imprisoned for exposing a scam. Helena, a sniper. Dr. Iram, a whistleblower. Each has been trained in combat, tech, and tactics by Azad himself. They don't fight for revenge. They fight for change. Narmada keeps pursuing him, unaware she's already met him again, in plain clothes. Azad and Narmada begin spending time together outside the line of duty. They fall in love, slowly and sincerely. Azad even bonds with her adopted daughter, Suji, and soon they marry. But beneath this calm, Azad keeps planning. Because India's real threat isn't just corruption, it's Kali Gaikwad. Kali is a global arms dealer, a businessman who profits off chaos. Ruthless, untouchable. He finances war, buys ministers, and controls entire governments through debt and bribery. And now he's closing in on a massive weapons deal with India, using the Prime Minister as a puppet. But then Azad strikes again, this time bringing a corrupt pharma executive to his knees during a televised sting. One mission at a time, he becomes a symbol. Narmada and Azad get married, but right after the wedding, Narmada receives a sketch of the hijacker and realizes that Azad is that very man. Feeling betrayed, she turns against him. Around the same time, Kaylee's younger brother Manish also uncovers Azad's true identity. Believing that Narmada is also involved, he kidnaps both her and Azad and tortures them. Meanwhile, when Azad's female teammates learn that he's in danger, they rush to rescue him. But before they can, another man appears and attacks Manish and his men. This man is revealed to be Azad's father, Vikram Rathore. Yes, the soldier from the beginning. He didn't die. He survived that ambush, and he's alive, hiding in the shadows. Father and son, both betrayed by the system, now reunite. Their mission is no longer about one hijack or one target. It's a movement. Meanwhile, Kaylee manipulates the Prime Minister and starts framing Azad as a national threat. The public is confused. Some believe him, others begin to question what's real. Narmada returns to her duty. Now that she knows who Azad really is, she's angry and wants to arrest him, but doesn't know where he is. Eventually, she discovers that 6 girls from Azad's team are living in the prison where she works. So she deliberately gets herself imprisoned there to learn his whereabouts. Inside, she tries to emotionally convince the girls to open up. The girls eventually share Azad's full story and the truth about his parents. Once a highly decorated military officer, Vikram had refused to sign off on the same faulty weapons Kaylee now sells. He was framed as a traitor, shot, and left for dead. His wife, Aishwarya, was jailed for helping him, and she died there carrying the truth. Azad was born in that prison, raised with nothing, raised with a fire. Hearing this, Narmada has a change of heart and begins to support him. However, her assistant Irani, who secretly works for Kali, overhears the girls' conversation and learns Azad's entire backstory. He informs Kali, who, already furious over his brother's death, orders Irani to kill Narmada and the 6 girls. Irani is about to execute them when Azad arrive at the prison and kill Irani and his men. Kali's final move? He kidnaps Suji to force them to back down. But Azad doesn't flinch. He and Vikram launch a full-scale operation. They storm Kali's heavily guarded fortress. A war erupts. Explosions light up the night. Tactical attacks take down surveillance and security. One by one, Azad's team dismantles Kali's empire, not just physically, but publicly. Unfortunately, one of Azad's team members is killed in the fight. Narmada takes her place and joins their cause. Azad's next move? He hijacks a military convoy, not to steal, but to expose. He reveals that the weapons supplied to Indian forces are substandard, dangerous, and linked to Kali's company. In a brutal final showdown, Vikram, Rathore, and Kali go head-to-head. Years of pain boil to the surface. Vikram finally kills the man who ruined his life, not in revenge, but in righteous justice. Azad rescues Suji. Narmada, seeing her husband fully for who he is, Azad hijacks a national election debate on live television. He steps onto the stage, calm and unarmed, and addresses the nation. He speaks not of politics, but of responsibility. He questions the audience. Why wait for saviors? Why vote for silence? Demand answers. Demand accountability. His words hit deep. Across the country, people listen, watch, think. And in a post-credit scene, a new name appears. Another corrupt magnate, another mission, because a soldier never retires.